Hello everyone, welcome back to weekly recap number 4. So this week I took 3 losses, and on the month I'm down 1,500. I didn't take a single win this week. So basically we're just gonna go over every single day this week, Monday to Friday, on what I should have done better and the trades I should have taken, and we're also gonna go over all the profit that I should have made, and we're going to compare the two at the end of the video once I go over everything and figure out how much was like the most I could have made on each day. And we're also going to keep it like realistic. I'm not just going to like enter like back like down here and just say, oh yeah, I took longs like from here, I just took longs till market open. Like, no, we're not going to do that. So basically, I'm just going to get right into it. Monday, we did not trade because TJR did not trade after we made this big rip up, or he said he wasn't going to trade after we made this big rip up. So I was thinking that I shouldn't trade either, but I could have taken a trade. But yeah, first off, let's just go over the daily bias that we had for today. Monday was right here. So London session opens right here. We move up, take out this draw. So first manipulation of London session was highs. And then second manipulation is these highs, another high. And then third manipulation, or we just get manipulations in both directions. But this basically gives us a bias to go longs and gives us a bias to go shorts. But because the highs hit first, our bias was shorts, and that does not really end up playing out that well. But off of big rip moves, like it's really easy to catch relief like off of a big rip to the upside. Like literally, this also could have been a target. You take shorts somewhere up here, target pushing into this 1 hour gap, close all your profits here. Like that honestly would have been a pretty good point. But basically the reason we get this manipulation higher is because we sweep out these lows here, and we take out those, and then we push, go higher, take out highs, and fill this gap. And actually we take out highs here, here. Don't get all the way up there though, but we take out a lot of highs. You could have caught longs if you were trading like during this time, like 7 to 8. Like there's definitely like a long entry down there. I'm not gonna go over that. I'm wasting time, but like I should not. Might like literally just look break of structure, order blocks right here. Push into the order block. You get a 1 minute break here somewhere. Probably in this candle. Maybe not stops down here. Maybe stops down here. Targets here, and then you're just getting second targets here, here, and all the way up at these sides. Anyways, the trade that we could have taken here was, since our bias was shorts and that didn't really end up playing out, really off of like a big rip move, your bias just does not matter that much. It's really just a matter of catching some sort of retracement move off of these. So basically what we have here, we form a low right here. So this would be, I'm just going to get rid of that so it doesn't actually matter. This would be our main target that we would be trying to get price to reach before reversing and going higher. It does play out, we get it. What I was waiting for, and the reason I didn't actually end up trading, because I didn't see TGR's video until like about 11 here when I was about to trade, because I didn't want to trade because I didn't like how this market looked, and there was really no lows to target because this low already would have gotten swept. But basically I was waiting for a break of structure. We get it right here, we take out the low here, and then we're going, and then we retrace into our order block, which is right here. We get a break out of that, and then we're starting to go lower. I think at this point, I think it was actually before this, I wasn't trading. But the thing is, this is like the main target that you want price to hit. If you don't have like a low that you want price to hit before reversing and going higher, then you shouldn't really be trading. Because like, let's just say right here we have like equilibrium. We really don't, but like price hits this point. Let's just say equilibrium's right here. You get a break of structure, but gosh, I cannot talk. But the thing is, where are you going to target? You're going to target this random price zone down here, not even a low? No, there's nothing to target here besides these 5 minute fair value gaps on the move up. So you're not trading at this point. What you want to do is catch a move up here before the low gets hit, which we could have done just using equilibrium without a break of structure. So if you look at it here, we got high and a low. Price pushes back into that point. Break of structure on the 1 minute, and then you're just shorting down to these lows, And then maybe if you want a little more profit, you can take some profits at these 5 minute fair value gaps. So the 1 minute break of structure was probably, I think it was a little higher up maybe. So high, low, push into here. Doesn't break this low, doesn't break this low, breaks the low right here off this candle. Shorting from here, stops up here. And then your first target is all the way down here. As you can see, kind of chops it up for about 10 minutes. Then we get a big rip down, plays out, and then maybe if you're like geez, that's a lot for a first close. I might have honestly taken profit off here, but it wasn't a 5 minute. Wait, was that actually a 5 minute low? Right there. Oh yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, take profit off here. Honestly, stopped at a break even. But compared to not even trading, that's a pretty good freaking trade. And honestly, yeah, stops like up here, 1.17. Yeah, so it gets hit, and then you get stopped at a break even. How many units we think? 9 maybe? I don't think we could do. Oh, no, 10, like right on the dot. Okay. And then here, to make back our risk, we'd close 9 units. And yeah, boom, right there. 472, get stopped at a break even. So yeah, Monday should have been 472. And then that literally would have been it. Like you enter here, chop it up for a little bit, take out the low, and then price stops it out at break even, and then it hits these other profit points. Not really. I didn't even like, honestly, you could just full close here, make everything, which would have been $525, $100, not that much of a difference, because like you still like, let's say we don't get stopped at a break even. If price goes all the way down here, 1 unit gives you crap. Okay, gives you nothing. So honestly, maybe you gotta put a little strategy into it. Yeah, honestly, maybe just full close right there because yeah, that is a good idea. Honestly, probably do full close right there, but I'm not gonna like, I'm not just gonna add randomly. We're gonna say 470 on Monday. Okay, clear drawings. 5 minutes. Go back over here. So yeah, there you go. There's your trade. Gotta use little chart bubbles, chat bubbles. 470. Gotta add a little plus. Okay, there we go. So then Tuesday, honestly, I'm gonna say we took a loss Tuesday because it's not that like this loss was unavoidable. It was very avoidable. It's just don't trade before news. It was just it was just really bad, you know? Like it was just really okay, I don't think we break on the 1 minute here. Gosh, if we did, I might have taken this trade. Okay, no, let me check that real quick. I love pushing there. Dude. Oh, I probably would have taken that trade. Mmm. Probably would have traded there. Ah. Oh, shoot, bro. Okay, because we get a break of structure after hitting equilibrium on the 1 minute. And then we just nah, bro. Cause you're not trading after like a news sweep, bro. Cause like, what if price just wants to rip even lower? Like, nah, 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 nah. Right, right, nah. We don't want that. Cause like the rips, you want rips all market open. Like price should be breaking structure. It should be down here breaking structure by like 10:30. Like not. It shouldn't be just finishing its move by 10:45. And then fair value gets right here. But this isn't like a crazy trade, but this like whole opening part probably would have stayed off. And then ripping all the way down here against our bias this late in the day, like this isn't really something that you want to trade on. But I'm gonna say we took a loss because of news. and maybe we lose right there. Trade on equilibrium doesn't matter anyways. It wouldn't have been a big loss anyways. So basically, I can go over the trade that I did actually take. And the only like thing here is just because literally it probably would have taken out these highs right here. It just news hit at 10 a.m. and immediately stopped us out. So basically, order block was right here. We sweep out these lows on market open, break structure to the upside, and then we wick into the gap, and then we get a break of structure on the 1 minute right here. I'm not going to scale down because I don't need to. Stops are like somewhere there, and then first target was right here. And then if we got past that point, we just target like highs. Ooh, okay. Maybe not that much to target after this, but like, yeah, our bias was longs too. And then literally on the 1 minute, it's like 9:45, we're here, or 9:59, we're here. And then in the next minute, we're just all the way down here as soon as market opens. So really, after a move like this happens, like during news, like against your bias, I guess if there's just like a news move against your bias, then probably don't trade it. Or just wait for like every reason to enter the trade. Because entering without a break of structure every single time, like that still isn't like a good idea. Because like it's not like this was like, oh yeah, I should have 100% taken this trade. We haven't even broken structure yet. We just hit the 5 minute fair value gap and we just ripped to the downside like crazy because of PMI services. So honestly, this whole day you should have just stayed off the markets. But because of at the time I didn't know anything about that, I would just say I took a $400 loss, which is what I originally took when I took this trade. So far on the week, pretty much break even because of the small loss we took Monday. Monday honestly shouldn't have even been a trade day. And Wednesday was also like a little weird. Oh, I think it would go there. Because okay, bias was longs. Yeah, okay, I'll go over the bias. Basically, it's market opens here. Already manipulated these highs down here before London session. The only manipulation we get is manipulation of these lows here, and we get a reversal off of that by market open. So it's London session manipulation reversal. And the one potential trade I could have seen being taken was off of a retracement into an order block right here. Or honestly, even equilibrium. Or maybe we do take that order block trade. I don't know. Like it's potential to happen. So the order block from the previous sweep of liquidity is right here. Market opens, we retrace into that. And then on the 1 minute, we get a break of structure to the upside right here. And then there was a high that I wanted to target, like this high right here. That's already taken out. And the only other high to actually target is this high all the way over here. So it's like somewhere up here, basically 1-to-1. You hit that, and then it's just like you can take a little more off. So I think we are making a little bit more here. Let me actually just chart these out so I know what I'm targeting. Now there was this here, that little gap, and then this high up here. Where is the thing? Okay, so yeah, basically 1-to-1. And then the second target I would close price off would be all the way up here. But in all honesty, I don't think I am taking this trade. Because really, the actual trade to be taken is not using this stupid little order block. I don't know what I was doing this week. Like using the order blocks of previous sweeps to catch entries. What you should look for is equilibrium right here. Price performs high and low. We literally also take it out. But just imagine there's some sort of retracement here because if you look at it, it's break of structure and it's retracing. Probably going to get longs and it's in our buys. Okay, yeah, I want longs here. The retracement move was like here, I think. Retrace here. just say like 1 minute fair value gap. Then it's like, okay, we want to break up structure off of that, and then you get it right here. But at this point, the only real high you would want to target would be gone. So honestly, I probably wouldn't have traded here, but there was another spot to trade right here off this fair value gap right here. I said right here a lot. Okay, so fair value gap right down here. We get break of structure to the upside. We sweep 15-minute liquidity, hit the fair value gap, and then 1 minute break of structure. We get it right there off this candle. Enter here, stops down here, targets here. Honestly, yeah, you might have had to have like stops right as you enter into the fair value gap, like here. That plays out pretty well. Or you could literally just target up here. Because like, bro, if price is gonna hit this draw, it's probably gonna hit this draw as well, but if it before it wanted to reverse. So you should, if we took this trade, which is kind of iffy to take this trade. Wednesday was a little off because we swept a ton of draws to the upside. We got confirmation to go lower and it didn't even happen, but that was against our bias. So really, you should be taking profit here. But if you want to take profit after that, after this high over here gets swept, it's 5-minute high, you can. It's not bad. Yeah, it's not crazy to say like you'll hit this as well. Yeah, honestly, you probably could have just like said I want to target here instead of there. And then like if you get stopped out, oh well, it's whatever. It risk wasn't there anyways, or you just don't trade because the risk is not even there. And this week was pretty bad. But let's just say we take this trade. Let's say we get like 1-to-1 here. That's probably like, why is it? Oh yeah, I gotta be off. Yeah, backtesting mode. How many units? Like 6 units. So you're making like nothing here. Gosh, bro. This is rough. Okay. Closing 5 there, making like 340, like chump change. And then with 1 unit left, 8-hour like moves me all the way over here. Okay, right here. Could have honestly entered right here too. I didn't even see this. There's a fair value gap right there that you could have entered with. Only thing is there's not really any like entries to take off. The next profit point for me would honestly be all the way up here. And then you make like one by like 1150. Make 184 on top of like the 340. I have like no idea. So like 180 plus 350 maybe. Yeah, 180 plus 350. So about like 530. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Like 530 probably. Probably even less than that. Maybe just like 500, but probably close to 530. Not 540, 530. Okay, a 530 on Wednesday. Or if we take the other trade, it's just we had our first take profit and then we get stopped out of break even. Still would have made about the same regardless of what we could have done. But yeah, now we got all of our moves here. Did I put the Monday thing on the 1 minute? Is that why it's not showing? Gosh dang it, dude. Gosh dang it. No, it's just not showing up at all. Maybe I forgot to put it down there. Well, it was like 470, I remember. So 470. Okay, so 470, 400, that puts it 70 plus 530, and 600 on the week. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. And then basically the rest of the week is wins. The only loss we would have taken would have been here because of news, or if we took equilibrium all the way down here. Holy lag spike. Dude, we're already 20 minutes in. This is gonna take ages. Okay, I'm just gonna like make this quicker. Bias with shorts. We hit the fair value gap right here. And we enter without a break of structure because if we wait for a break of structure, pretty sure the low target was all the way down here for our first profit. If we wait for a break of structure by that time, it literally would be like horrible risk to trade off of. So if we wanted to trade today, we would have had to enter without a break of structure to be able to get a valid entry. And then we get a break right there. Shorts down to these lows. Dude, where is the fair value gap? I just charted it out. Is that actually the first target? Where am I, bro? Okay. Oh, shoot. That's actually not the first target. Unless it's a 30-minute low. No, it's not. That's not even there. And the hour already takes that out. Yeah, the first... Okay, never mind. The first target was all the way down here for our first profit close. And then second target, we would just close it at lower time frame draws. This huge 5-minute gap here is a pretty good target. And then if we want to go even lower, just target this low here. So, go back to Thursday. This is not the actual target because that has already been, that is a drawn liquidity. First target is all the way down to here. Oh, chop central, bro. Okay, enter right here, break of structure, stops. Honestly, I think stop should have been a little higher. We'll just say the fair value gap is like, it's like right here. Okay, stop. Puts me so far away. Okay, look. So we kind of edge our stops here. We go higher and get like retrace higher into the fair value gap, I think. And then we go down, take out our low. It's like really hard to like, look at this because it's just so choppy. It takes like an hour just to move down from this point. Anyways, we're closing off moves here. 1.31. Let's see how many units we had. Not a lot, actually. 5. Okay, you would have had to have done 6 units. So, close out 5. 520 off this move. Wait, actually, can you close out less? No, you can't. Okay, 520 there. And then right here would have been 1 unit. So, to be honest, you're probably just full closing your position here. Like, you're closing out partials, and then after this low gets hit, or this gap gets hit, you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna full close my entire trade. So then it's just like 6 units. Even if it's like, it's about like, we'll just say like 700, because basically, if it's 6 units, basically what you entered with, you're closing partials here, and then if price gets down here, or like basically, yeah, you're just closing your partials when price gets like down here because of this candle just ripping down, hitting both of our profit zones. So you're basically making like about 700. And then if you stay in, like let's say you close out partials and you get to close out partials like here, and then this low gets hit before you can close. Actually, let's say you're closing your first partial here, and then you're just going to be like, okay, well, if both these lows got hit, I'm still in here. I still have a unit in this trade. I'm just going to leave this in and see if we can get all the way down here. This gets hit. Then it's like 180 here. And then like here is like, yeah, so even more than 700. Yeah, so like, yeah, we'll just say 700. 700 on this day. Bop. So on the week, it would be up like 1,000, like $1 million, a million, $1 million. And you also could have just like only targeted high time frame key levels, but that's whatever. Yesterday's bias was shorts. That doesn't really play out. I already kind of went over this, how the bias didn't play out because we took out a manipulation here, then we went out and pushed higher. So I really wasn't looking to trade. And after we inverted this fair value gap, I decided I was not going to trade. And then the move I wanted plays out. We take out this 15-minute low here, 15-minute low here, and this other 15-minute low all the way down here, and then we reverse and push higher. So the trades like that we could have taken. So the first thing we're looking at is, yeah, actually right here. We get a low, we get a high and a low, so it's like equilibrium. Don't break structure. Same thing up here, high and a low, and we push all the way up here, invalidating the equilibrium before breaking structure. And then right here, high and a low, invert the fair value gap, but we are still in equilibrium. The thing is, right here, we get a break of structure out of the fair value gap. This trade does end up playing out. The risk is just like right here is the low you want to target. The only reason I didn't trade here was because the risk was off, because I was still in the markets at this point. And then after we made this leg up, I was like, okay, that trade, if I took that trade, even though the risk was off, it's still a valid trade. It's just, it's not worth my time. That I was thinking like, okay, we're moving all the way up here. This is definitely gonna get stopped out. We literally edge like where my stops would have been. We like, no, we hit exactly on it. They're the same exact price points, but my stops like should have been a little higher than that, like not exactly there. So then it would have been price goes and plays out. Like, yeah, right here, the fair value gap gets broken off this move up, and then all we're looking for, since we're still in equilibrium, we're just been, okay, we just need another 1 minute break of structure. Put our stops right above, just locked instantly, right above these highs. First target would be down here. So Friday would have been a really big day. Limit order, like 6 units maybe. This was so many units. Yeah, 14. And then just to make back our risk would be maybe less than that. Yeah, 10 units. Wait, did I say 14 or 15? 14 units here. To make back our risk would be 10. So 4 units left. And then pretty much, wait, how much actually was that? I wasn't paying attention. So like 480 and then 2 units left. So then at these lows, just like, okay, we're just going to close off 2 each. 460, 160, and 220. Yikes, bro. I can't calculate. Add up the hundreds, so like 700, like 800, 800. Probably a little more, but 800. So yeah, look, first profit, 1.5, second, 2.56, third, 3.41. So, bang. Bang, 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 bang. Bango, bango, mango. So, yeah, that's simple. 800. It literally just gets bigger the more we move on in the week. So, Friday, the 1 minute trade also, like, I went over that yesterday. It was like 3 risk to reward. Off of that, probably would have made like 1,000. That's like a week's worth of profits. So, even with a loss, I think we still almost make like 2,000. Where'd my little chat bubbles go? Bro, why? Oh, because I cleared the drawings. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll just use my top tier Wiz memory. Like 480, no, 470, 400, 500. No, it's 530, and then it was up 600 here. So yeah, it's 600, up 600 by Wednesday. Thursday was 700. So we're up 1,300 by Thursday, and then by here, about 2,000. So close to about the same of what we could have made last week. So I think we're kind of like getting into a consistency point. So now we kind of know what to do. So it's like I made almost opposite of what I should have made. So like the best case scenario is we make $2,000. Like the best case scenario. Actually, no, best case scenario is we make almost like 2,500. Because I'm still saying we took a loss Tuesday because of news. Because we could have taken this equilibrium trade. And I'm still saying we took this because at the time I would have known not to take it. Okay, I gotta end this video. This is like 30 minutes long. So today it was 470 Monday, plus 470 Monday, minus 400 Tuesday, plus 530 on Wednesday. Tuesday or Thursday was plus 700, and Friday could have been plus 800. Would have been crazy if I took that trade Friday instead of saying no trades. Oh, but yeah, didn't know that. Also, Friday was without a break of structure with this equilibrium, which is honestly kind of why I was straying away from it. And we inverted the fair value gap, so it's like, okay, there's no way we take these out. And we take them out. So, could have made $2,100 this week. I lost 1,500. So, it's whatever. We know what to do better. We know what to look for. We need to follow our bias. If we follow our bias every single day, we will be profitable. So, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I will see you guys on Monday for Trading Recap Day 21. Basically, like, that's almost like a month's time. Yeah, because that's like 4 weeks that I've done of Trading Recaps. On the month, we are down 1,500. And let's see if we can turn it around, be profitable next week. So I will see you guys tomorrow, or Monday.